Okay, now I want us to talk about how to divide a whole number by a fraction. We're actually going to divide them into unit fractions. A unit fraction just means that the numerator is 1. Okay, so here's the problem. We'll say that Daniel has 7 pizzas. Now, he decides to cut each pizza into fourths. Now, the question we're going to ask is how many fourths can I make from 7 holes? We're talking about 7 whole pizzas here, but how many fourths can I make from 7 whole pizzas? Now, I think most of you already know the answer, but you may not understand this yet as a division problem. This is what I want us to understand. So I want you to think real quick, is there a division problem I could write for this? What is my original whole I started out with, and what size are the equal groups I'm dividing this into? If you can pause the video, try to think of that. When you come back, maybe see if you can write this as a division problem. Okay, I hope you've had time to do that. And probably most of you are like, why is he dividing? It's just 7 times 4, probably a lot of you recognize. But I want us to see this, that actually this could be said that we started with 7 whole pizzas, and we are dividing those pizzas into equal groups. And then we have to say, well, if we're dividing it in equal groups, how large are the groups? And each group is 1/4 of a pizza. So this problem is actually 7 wholes divided into equal groups of 1/4. It's 7 divided by 1/4. Now, since so many people are already saying just do 7 times 4, let's review how we made reciprocal statements earlier, right? We would have earlier said that dividing by we would have said dividing by 4 is the same as multiplying by, and we would have said 1/4. And we said that 4 and 1/4 were something called reciprocals. Okay, well, actually, since they're reciprocals, you can actually flip them in this statement. You can actually say dividing by 1/4 is the same as multiplying by 4. It actually works both ways. So if you're going to do 7 divided by 1/4, there's no reason to set that up, and you can't set that up in long divided. But the easiest thing to do is to say, well, instead of dividing by 1/4, it would be easier to multiply by 4. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say it's 7 times 4 equals 28. We recognize that Daniel can make 28 fourths of pizza, 28 pieces of pizza. We always check, when we do division, we always check it by multiplication. 28 times 1/4 is 28 fourths, which is 7, so we know we've got it right. And so that is how we divide. When we have a whole number divided by a fraction, that's how we do it. We use the reciprocals.